bit, but it was very good to talk to you, ladies.
Oh, you too, sweetheart.
You as well, yeah.
And Jameel, right after I take care of this, I'll get back in touch with you, okay?
Okay, for sure. You already know.
Okay.
We love you. Mwah.
Yeah, we love you,
too. Bye-bye.
Rachel. So, yeah, isn't Rachel cool?
I absolutely love her.
I know, I love Rachel too. Rachel, I love all of you, and Rachel got a really good sense of community spirit. Like this is like the real community watch. You know what I mean? We've been getting stalked and terrorized by fake community watch groups and fake neighborhood watch groups and fake cops and fake governments and all this stuff. Now we're like the real community watch group. Like we're like the real people that help people.
Well, we've been awakened, we're God's chosen ones to help other people. That's what I believe.
Jameel, what I would love to hear, what's your most annoying, frustrating, just mind-blowing, finally you're over it, the straw that broke the camel's back moment in game stalking?
You mean the thing that made me the most angriest?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the structure of the gang stalking. I don't like how some fucking piece of shit fucking motherfucking country bumpkin ass motherfuckers can get a position of authority to listen to my phone calls and stalk me and harass me every day. I could have lost my life over it. There's things that I know about. There's things that have nothing to do with those fucking people, and I could have lost my fucking life easily. And they hire some piece of shit fucking white bread fucking motherfucking trailer trash motherfuckers to stalk and harass you, and they put them in shit they got no business being involved in. Motherfuckers got no business being involved in this shit. And so that's what I don't like. Motherfuckers complicate. They don't know how bad my life's been complicated a lot. Motherfuckers could have got me killed over some motherfuckers playing some game piece of shit trailer trash Walmart cards and all that bullshit. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's a good reason to get angry. I mean, that's gonna make anybody snap.
Right. I'm a complicated man. There's a lot of things going on in my life. Motherfuckers come around with all that bullshit, playing little games and shit, piece of shit, trailer trash, handicapped bitches and shit, or, fuck. But it's all good, though. I'm not really angry.
You don't have to lie to kick it.
Yeah.
It's okay to be angry because what we've been through, we're allowed to be angry.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of motivation, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just looking at motherfucker, real shit goes down in my life. Motherfucker, things go, people might not know about looking at me, but there's motherfucker, there's stuff that I keep it cracking. Motherfucker, there's shit cracking around here, and they hire some bum ass motherfuckers off the streets to play little games and shit. Motherfucker, this whole neighborhood could have turned into the motherfucker. If I had a gun, it would turn into a goddamn shootout around this bitch. And, it's like, I don't, man, I'm straight. I'm fucking straight. And so, but I'm not angry, though. I go through times where I get frustrated, and I think about all the things that happened to me. And you're talking about somebody who's been covertly drugged. You're talking about somebody who's had electronic weapons, psychotronic weapons used on them. You're talking about somebody who's had death threats. You're talking about somebody who has been, there's a lot of other things that happened to me that people don't know about. There's all sorts of stuff that's happened to me. I've dealt with, I've had real enemies before. And so this is just some bullshit is what it is. And,
it is some bullshit.
It's motherfucking bullshit is what it is. And so,
I think we're dealing with demons, though, and they will provoke you to angry. We've talked about that.
I have the perfect picture for you guys right now. So I decided I was going to come outside and smoke a cigarette. And, I was talking to the Mexican flag earlier, right?
Right.
You were talking to who?
I was saying the little signs, like the different flags and whatnot. And
okay. I thought you said fags. Like, what?
So I come out and I'm smoking a cigarette, and I'm looking out back, and the flag is literally put over the hood of the vehicle, like letting me know, I know you were talking about this flag.
Right. Oh yeah, they do that kind of shit.
Yeah, so isn't that funny? Those are the scenarios that I have where it's like, yeah, we're listening. You know that you were talking about this. It's a space. And that is frustrating. It does get to be very, very frustrating, but you know, at the end
no
of the
matter
day,
how godly and spiritual you are, after a point, the provocation does work, and you do get upset, you know? I feel like sometimes it's like a bully, like beating somebody up over and over again. Finally, you're going to like be like, fuck you, and want to fight back.
Right. I don't think you fight back by necessarily,
Fighting.
But I do believe that, by being able to maybe cut off some of their sources,
How do you think that we can do that, cut off some of their sources? Because this is a powerful source. And we're talking about military intelligence type of electronic devices that are, completely destroying us physically, and not even that, implanting voice-to-skull technology in our brains. Like, this is serious stuff. So how do you do that?
I think there's probably very few ways to do it. But number one, you have to think that, we're under constant surveillance. I mean, I have a drone not even a block away right now, probably 20 feet in the air. You got people all around, but I'm in a very, highly populated area. So that's, of course, going to come with the territory. When you look at your population, your city population, you've got to look at your dynamics of it. To be quite frank of it, I don't think Michigan's safe, and none of the coastal cities are safe. As much as I know about the system, I'd say that all of those areas are actually very unsafe.
Where do you think is safe for us?
Places like Utah or South Dakota, North Dakota.
So like country, just really out of the grid kind of.
Yeah, someplace that's not highly populated. That's probably the only way that you're going to be able to do that. But then, I mean, there are a lot of things that you have to think too that you're disconnecting from. I think this is something that you have to really sit down and talk about. I don't believe that you can, naturally come up with a plan and then being under surveillance 24/7 and your phone calls being monitored and everything else.
Right, because they're going to disrupt any plans that we have. That's what I'm thinking, right?
I wouldn't even. Why even make some plans? Like, what would you be planning?
Just to get together. They don't want that.
I know, but like people, like Carmen's saying, make some plans. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what. Like, we're all being gang stalked and we all meet up, but what will we, like, all we can do is try to produce, try to get economic and produce things and make money and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't see too much of what we would,
Well, they don't want us to tell the truth about the gang stalking. I'm sure they're not happy about even this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like that we're getting this truth to other people.
I think it's smarter if you're going to do that than just stay right in the public eye. You take their own resources and you use them against them.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You don't get scared of them. You don't run. You just do it.
I think actually when you stand up, like I've noticed with my gang stalkers, they end up, I feel like, getting scared of me.
Right. I encourage people to go out there and talk to them, like I've been doing for 3 years.
Right. Definitely. I don't think hiding from them though in the woods is going to solve anything. I mean, granted, it does give us
I'm not hiding from anybody.
I think it's great for CPTSD to like heal from the trauma, but yeah, there's no hiding.
Yeah,
who the fuck's trying to hide from anybody by going out in the woods and going hiking and camping?
They have the technology where we can't hide. It's impossible.
Yeah, but how is going camping and hiking in the woods and having a good time hiding from any fucking body?
Right. Right. It's more so healthy though, like just to heal.
If you're focused solely on going on a camping trip, that at the end of the day, when the camping trip's over, it was because, you wanted to go, relieve your stress and find common people and, get comfortable, and then commonalities between the three of you or four of you or however many end up in the long run, then, that's one thing. But if you want something to come out of it, there does most definitely have to be at least a generalized scope, like, oh, the end game is we're going to have found a plan to get out and talk to the people, and also develop this. I mean, I don't know. I just find that if you want to, for me, if you're saying you want to go and you want to just do a camping trip and hang out and get yourself back, hey, that's great, because everybody.
Well, just stay in the city, Carmen. Just stay. Just stay in the city and do what you're doing, and then it'll work for you. Then if I was you, I wouldn't do nothing that I didn't believe in. The only reason why I'm doing the stuff I'm doing is because I believe in it.
What I am saying
you see what I'm
here
saying? I wouldn't follow no motherfucker nowhere. I wouldn't follow a motherfucker nowhere if I didn't believe, if I didn't see any potential in it. Like you couldn't pay me to follow a motherfucker into the woods to go camping if I didn't believe there was something, if there was potential in it. I'm only doing it because I believe in it.
But that's what I'm trying to get at with you. What is it you say you believe in it, but what is it you believe in? That what are you hoping for to come out of it? You have to have.
I'm not hoping for shit. I'm not hoping for a motherfucking thing. I'm getting people together who are being gang stalked, and we're gonna hang out and go hiking and camping and play ball and have a good goddamn time. And if whoever doesn't like it, they don't need to come. I'm not hoping for shit. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Shit, I've been running around passing out flyers for 3 years, interviewing people, crisis counseling people, walking the streets talking to gang stalkers, and I'm tired of it. I'm going to go have fun out in the woods and play basketball and have a good time. And that's all the fuck there is to it.
You deserve that. Yeah, you totally deserve that. It's that time to heal and just
I'm not trying
be able to be like
impress
happy.
Nobody. Fuck that bullshit. I'm not trying to impress no fucking buddy. I don't got to go, and ain't about to come up with one. And ain't about to come up with one.
So you just want to go so you can literally just relax and enjoy your life?
Right, motherfucking right.
And you deserve that. We all do.
Shit, I ain't coming up. I spent 3 years walking around talking to gang. I want people to go out and do what I did. Walk around the cities, passing out flyers, talking. I'm through with that shit. I'm going to have a good goddamn time, and I don't got to go, and I ain't going to come up with a goal. And it might not be for everybody. Shit, if motherfuckers want to join, they better believe in it. If they don't believe in it, they better not come. Shit, that's just all there is to it.
Wow, you can sense your passion there.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying for everybody listening. For everybody listening in. I'm just saying that's just the way it is.
Right.
And, shit.
I mean,
it's all about
we are
people trying to come
constantly
together.
surveilled and harassed 24/7. It is nice to just be able to go out in nature. Like, that's why I moved out to the country. Like, I'm walking barefoot outside right now, and just grounding is very healing. Just being out by the lake in nature by myself, like, it's very healing after this type of abuse that we've endured.
Right.
I lived in Atlanta in the city, and the gang stalking was times 100. I mean, it's night and day. It's just nice to be able to, like, spend time with God and be in nature. It is very healing. I will always preach that. Nature is the best medicine for this type. If you're a targeted individual out there, go out in nature, take your shoes off. Go camping, be one with God, be one with the universe, be with other people with like-minded love consciousness, and heal. Allow yourself to heal, because guess what? You just went through a concentration camp of your mind. You need to heal.
Right. Right.
You need to heal. You have to have that, or you will go crazy and end up in a mental hospital. It's going to happen. It's happened to you. It's happened to me. It's happened to so many of us.
Right.
I know we're not the only ones. I know we're not the only ones that have had to deal with that. And that is one way I think that really all TIs need to do. Go out in nature, pray to God, be one with nature. You will heal. You can heal from this, and you do need to just get away and not think about gang stalking, not think about passing out flyers, not think about all that. Just be a normal fucking human being and enjoy nature. You need that, or you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. You need that.
I don't think it's about even doing, because people have been doing and doing for thousands of years. People go out and do every day. There's all kinds of people with all different sorts of causes, and the world's still fucked up. I think it's just about being. Just be, just hang out and have a good time. Why rush for what? A plan and a goal to rush and do something, then another plan and a goal. Just fucking be. Just chill out and relax and
be mindful and just enjoy the moment. That's what God wants for us. To be happy no matter what's going on in our lives. We can choose to be happy. We can choose to be grateful for the things that we still do have. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been through war and a concentration camp of my mind, there's still things that I can be grateful for right now. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have water to drink, I have weed to smoke. I'm okay. There's things to be grateful for. There's people that God has put in my life like you guys. There's always something to be grateful for, no matter how bad off of a situation you're going through. And I think TIs need to know that, because it's when you're going through it, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? For all other TIs suffering out there, I want y'all to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. But I respect, but I definitely respect, Carmen, what you're saying. If you feel that idea you had about the beach thing, that was a hell of an idea.
Yeah.
About
the beach is my spirit. I'm different around water and at the beach. I'm so spiritual. It brings out that spiritual side of me, and it's so healing. I think that's awesome too. You should totally do that.
Right.
Yeah. All nature, whatever. If you're camping, out in the beach, whatever.
People coming together in person who are being gang stalked and being able to relax and talk, that's a victory. That's a victory within itself.
Amen. That's the truth. That's the truth. That is.
Yeah. That's a big. Just that alone is enough just to do it.
Yeah, it's huge.
People get on dating sites and travel across the world or travel across the country to meet people just to get laid. Why can't people travel across the country just to have a psychological, spiritual victory over the street terrorism that's happening to them?
Yeah, there's support groups for everything, that's for sure.
Well, you got to be careful with those, too. That's one thing with my mind control programming I would like to warn your viewers with is a lot of the Alcoholic Anonymous program. Think about it. Their program, NA program, whatever.
Yep.
See, they got programs for everything. Al-Anon, all of them. Those are all programs. Those are all cults and mind control, too, that's been infiltrated with the Hitler social engineering that I've been talking about. It's infiltrated everything, and those are programs. They are very cult-like. You got to be careful. Stay away. If you want to get off alcohol and drugs, because that is one thing that a lot of TIs have in common. We've been traumatized to the point where we can't handle it and we go to drugs and alcohol. You can get off them without going to those programs. You know what I'm saying? You can get off that and do it just with your faith in God. God will help you. With God, all things are possible. No matter what illness you have, God can heal you. You know what I'm saying? So there is a way to heal, but don't go to those programs because you're just going to be programmed. That's where they program slaves like myself. is through those AA, NA programs, the rehab, the mental hospitals, regular hospitals. That's where they do it. I could tell you, I just talked to my friend Javier. He picked me up from the mental hospital, the last one I went to, and I told him, I said, they did something to me. I don't know what they did, but I know they did something to me. They shot me in the ass. I was drugged. I was unconscious in a coma state for 2 days. I don't know what they did to me, but I know they did something to me. And he told me that I stabbed him. I actually stabbed him with a knife. I don't know any of it. And it was right after that programming that I was under with the mental hospital where they tried to, they did, not tried, they did reprogram me. And, it's heartbreaking to hear that because that's not something I'd ever do. And thank God he's a good friend. And he's like, I knew you weren't the same. I knew they did something to you, Andrea. I knew you would never do something like that. I knew that I believe you. Like, I know they did something to you. I forgive you. Like, thank God he's a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I cried when he told me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because I don't even remember. I don't remember anything. So you have to be careful because anything with a program, Alcoholics Anonymous program, guess what they're doing? They're fucking programming you.
That's why I'm all about everybody being their own leader. I don't like the idea of myself.
Right. You don't want it to be cult-like, like an Alcoholics Anonymous, because that is a cult. It is a cult.
Yeah. It's a call. It's a call. With me,
it is.
It's like this with me. You are who you are. You're your own leader. You do what you want to do.
Right.
Like we're all coming together because we're being gang stalked.
Nobody's above anybody.
Right, motherfucker. Right. Everybody can do what they want to do. Have their own websites. Have their own YouTube channels. Have their own ambitions and dreams and stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm not a cult leader.
And you support that.
Yep. That'd be just as bad as what the gang stalkers are doing.
Right.
I'm not a cult leader. I don't tell people what they can do and can't do, what color shirt you got to wear today. Motherfucker, you want a Walmart card? Wear this shirt, go down the street, hop up and down on 1 foot, playing L Green in the background, then twist around and jump up. Shit, fuck all that bullshit. You do what you want to do. You're your own man. You're your own woman.
Do you?
Fuck that whole ass shit. It's real with me.
Oh, there's one of my gang stalkers. I started waving to all my gang stalkers. And actually, I live in the country where everybody's really, really sweet with Southern hospitality. And that's when it's for real. Because if they don't wave back to me in this country sweet, Southern town, I know, with the red Dodge Rams and the lighting, they're doing it right now while I'm outside. So that's why I'm saying this. Because I'm right here experiencing it. I guess I wish that your viewers could see it too. But
it's funny because now there's both of us that have already experienced this. Because like I said, I walked outside and that the big Mexican flag, they had put it on a really nice car.
Right.
And then they took the hood of the car and put the flag on it and then shut the hood so that it'd be on the hood of the car. It's sitting right out before I'll smoke my cigarette. It was like, oh, you were talking about the flags, huh?
Every time you say flags, I think you say fags.
No,
oh, my
flags.
God.
And then now you're saying it, so it's funny because, it just lets you know that we're being listened to.
Yep. Oh, yeah. But, I'll wave to them and be like, I know you're watching me. Hi. If you don't wave back to me, there's my sign right there. Because everybody's so nice here. Like, it's not like Atlanta where I don't know. I lived in the West End where it was hood, but people out here are so nice. So if you don't wave to me out here, I know. And you're driving a red, a red Ram. Those are like, I don't know why, but my gang stalkers are all in like red or black Rams. And the higher ups wear the suits, the lower ones wear like the red or the lime green or yellow shirts, and the sunglasses. Have you guys noticed that? That's one thing I have yet to hear you guys talk about, but I've noticed is the dark sunglasses, like the sunglasses that the cops use that have the cameras in them. They're all my gang stalkers wear the same sunglasses.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's
Well,
how
you guys-
I know. And they have this face like they pretend they're not seeing me, but I know they're watching me. And I'll wave to them, and they don't wave back, and I'm like, oh, okay. You're one of them.
They're interrupting the phone conversation. It must be pissing them off right about now.
Oh, yeah, they don't like this.
Yeah, it's breaking up for sure.
Right.
Earlier, I could hear, like, the echo of you guys talking, and it was kind of fucking with my head, but it stopped. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, they've really been fucking with my phone the past couple of days. I've been talking to you. They don't like it.
Motherfuck them. They can take that. They can take what they don't like and shove it up their fucking ass. What they can do with it. That's how I feel about it, motherfucker. They shouldn't be listening. They shouldn't be listening on the phone call then. Shit, bitch. You don't like. Right.
Get your life right, y'all gang stalkers listening.
Right.
Get your life right.
Right. Get your motherfucking life right. You couldn't pay me to sit on the phone and listen to a motherfucker talk if I didn't like it. Shit. Get your motherfucking life right. Go find some business, you know?
Yeah.
Get your life right.
That's what time it is.
Right. I'm getting mine right. Don't give a fuck who's listening. I'm getting my life right.
You are. By helping other people, I think that's, because you're a godly man. That's how you get your life right. We're here to serve other people. That's why we're here.
Yeah. It's going to happen for me. They better make sure it happens for them.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, you don't even have to, because you know what? We're God's warriors, but this war belongs to God, and our daddy's got our back. So you know what? At the end of the day, we really don't have anything to worry about, and that's what I have to tell myself.
Definitely. Yeah, and don't forget that. Take that with you always.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm we're gonna get back together a little bit later. I'm gonna have to hang up for just a minute and
we'll come. Well, go ahead. Me and Andrew will stay on for. Andrew, you want to go for a little bit longer?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, Carmen. We love you. And we'll figure it out. Whatever's going on, we'll figure something out. And there's always a place for you and what people are, what's going on. So just whenever you feel comfortable, just come back or whatever, you got Andrea's number too.
As soon as I'm free. I won't be forever. I just have something to do real quick.
Okay. All right, sweetheart.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
Cool. Talk to you later.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely feel where she was coming from on that. About you there, Andrea?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I completely feel where she was coming from on that. I think what Carmen was coming from is like, she's been getting gang stalked for 6 years, and she's been doing this all on her own, and there's probably a lot of anticipation there about getting together with other people. She's probably got fucked over by her friends, maybe even family members, coworkers.
Oh, yeah, it gives you trust issues and abandonment issues for sure. I mean, I was just saying earlier, like, to a friend, I'm like, man, I don't trust anybody anymore. I trust God, and I listen to my intuition and gut. But, yeah, it sure enough gives you trust issues where you have a really hard time trusting anyone, no matter what, even if you have a good feeling from that person and you don't feel like they're, a threat or whatever. It's still, like, just because of what you've experienced, just like somebody going through war, like, you still have that, fight or flight and trapped trauma in you where, it's hard to trust other people.
Right, and it's called faith, and faith without works is nothing.
Yeah. You're right.
And it's just like, there's risk involved in everything, And going out, like I like what you were saying though, going out into the woods and going camping that's not running from anything. That's people do it all the time who aren't getting gang stalked. Where are they running from?
That is being one with God. God.
Right.
I don't go to worship God. I go to nature. And
me too. That's right.
I truly believe that unfortunately Satan has infiltrated in the churches. It's not like, it's not how it should be. So when I want to spend time with God, when I want to heal from all this trauma I've been through, I take my shoes off and I walk barefoot. I go to the lake. I'm one with nature.
Right.
And it's been the most healing thing for me.
Absolutely. And with me, it's the other way around. It's like, why do you want to stay in the city? What are you running from? You know what I mean? I almost wanted to say that, but I knew where she was coming from. But I'm saying, why would you want to, like, is the city? I think people who live in the city for so long, it makes them feel safe to be in the city.
Oh, my God, no, I wasn't safe at all in the city. I mean, I was so targeted in the city, I knew if I didn't leave, I was going to die. I knew that. My gut and intuition told me, like, you need to get the fuck out or you're going to die. You're not going to survive. You need to go. And it's not that I'm, whatever, running away, but I am also at the same time, I've already been shot at the city. I've been so targeted because of the child trafficking that I discovered that I knew I had to get away. I knew it. And I knew that I would be able to heal in nature, in the country, just away from the city, in that city life, which I used to love. Like, I loved living in Atlanta. I was, gay in Atlanta. Like, that's where all the clubs are. And it's just so much fun. Like, I enjoyed that lifestyle. I felt like I belonged. And, I never thought I would be living in Milledgeville, like, in the country. I definitely would have never imagined myself here, but it has been the most healing thing for me after experiencing the gang stalking in Atlanta. Like, and like I said, I'm still gang stalked here, but it is not nearly as bad. It is so bad in Atlanta. I mean, I'm able to just take my shoes off and go outside. I don't have to have my knife and taser on me, Like, I can go outside and just not worry about somebody coming and attacking me or stalking me, like, to the point where I need a weapon on me at all times. I can feel safe, which is where, in order to heal your root chakra, you have to feel safe in order to heal. How can you heal if you're instantly in fight or flight and not safe? You can't.
Right.
Like, just being in an environment like nature is so healing. So healing. For any TIs out there, I just totally recommend going out in nature, taking your shoes off, going camping, just being one with nature. And with other TIs, I would feel a lot more comfortable. For sure, with other people that have been through what I've been through, that are here, like in nature with me, like, it would be more comforting for sure, which is where healing takes place, for sure.
And what do you think? Like, you think Georgia? Have you met any other TIs in Georgia?
Well, my ex-girlfriend.
Okay. Oh, the one from the photograph?
Yes, the one that I
really?
sent you.
She was getting gang stalked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, God, yeah. And she still is. Actually, she called me yesterday and was like, I have black helicopters following me. I'm getting gang stalked at work. Like, it's still going on even though you moved. And I told her, I was like, I knew you were a targeted individual too. But when we were together, I mean, I'm not kidding you when I say there was a time where every single fucking day I had the police at my door. Open up the door, like, it was every day that I was being harassed by the police, stalked, and the helicopters would fly over our house for 45 minutes every day. And so It was definitely being with another targeted individual. I mean, it was intensified times 10 for sure. That was my experience.
Yeah, it's a trip,
and
ain't
actually,
it?
my ex has had, like, I think Carmen was saying, where she's met these extraterrestrials, like grays and aliens. Like, I think she's on a different type of, I don't know, mind control programming, maybe the Tessa programming. So she's on a different type of programming that I was under. But, yeah, she's even had experiences with aliens and stuff and has been gang stalked on even a different level. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. You know, this is gonna be cool. We're gonna get some cool stuff rolling. You know?
For sure.
We
I
need
believe
like
that
guest
God
speakers.
put us together for a reason, you know?
We need like guest speakers. See, when I was when I used to do my alternative research, I used to have on guest speakers, and it wouldn't even have nothing to do with conspiracies. Like I'd have rappers on, and I'd have different sorts of people on. I was starting to get to the point to where I was gonna have actors on, and I would go find like people from like movies and stuff like that who are
That's cool because a lot of them have experienced the same type of MK Ultra that I've experienced. I mean, it's rampant in Hollywood.
I want that'd be the bomb if we can get Stephen Shellen on here. Stephen Shellen was in Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage, and he was in that movie. Have you ever remember Stepfather?
No, I haven't seen that one either. I don't watch
Canadian...
a lot of TV though, or movies.
Have you ever seen the movie Black Widow?
No.
Okay. Well, Terry O'Quinn played in Black Widow, and he played in Stepfather 1 and 2, and Black Widow was made by the same people that made Stepfather. But in Stepfather, Terry O'Quinn was basically a homicidal maniac who went from family to... Yeah, he went from family to family, and he was like the perfect family guy, throwing like the pig skin in the backyard, laughing and stuff. Like, Bobby, good job, Bobby. You know, he was like making tree houses and stuff. Then at the last minute, he would trip out. He would snap and just chop the family up.
Yeah.
And Stephen Shellen played the brother of some woman who he had last killed, her and her family, and he was tracking Terry O'Quinn in the movie, and Terry O'Quinn did $150 on him down in the living room of the house where he found him. Terry O'Quinn was like, "Stay away from my family," and started cutting them up. And that movie was so like those are like movies I used to watch on HBO back in the early '90s when I was a little kid. And now Stephen Shellen is getting gang stalked. He's a Hollywood star getting gang stalked.
Oh, a lot of them are. Are you kidding me?
That'd be the bomb if we could have Stephen Shellen on.
That would be awesome. Reach out for him and send him to the beach.
Yeah, that'd be the bomb. Wouldn't that be the bomb?
Well, yeah, right. They're like right in your area.
I real quick don't want to interrupt. This is Carmen, and I hopped in really quick. I wanted to say, first of all, I did not want to make you mad. And by me asking something specific, I think I provoked something in you. And I have a tendency to kind of do that anyways. But there's so many things that happen to me in my life. I have a tendency to push people's buttons too. So I wanted to just really quick drop in and say, I had to, I have something else to do, yes. But I wanted to drop in and say, I wanted to make sure that I touch base back with the gentleman that I had put myself in contact with. And, just help me get to know you a little bit better, because there's probably umpteen things that you said that, I didn't retain. And so I'm pretty sure, because after we hung up, I was like, I probably should just make clear that I'm sorry if I push a button or anything, because I wasn't trying.
No, matter of fact, as soon as you got off the phone, me and Andrea talked about like a little further, and I even said, like, when you hear the interview, you'll hear it. I was like, I see where Carmen's coming from. Like, there's trust issues with people. We've all been let down by people. We've all been disrespected by people.
It's hard for us to trust anyone, but God.
Yeah. it's not even like that, Carmen. Carmen, my situation has been really hectic, and I have a lot of, hostility naturally. And I don't, I hope I hope you didn't feel like I don't want you to think like, I was attacking any kind of way. I just, with me, I've been getting gang stalked for 3 years. I've spoken to over 100 targets of gang stalking in the last year. I spent hours counseling people. Like, I pass out flyers. I was the first person in the world to come out and say they beat gang stalking. Then I started a business. I used to go to the Burger Kings, call the Burger Kings. I was the first person in the world to actually create a company based on beating gang stalking and contact other companies in the business world about the subject of gang stalking. IBM, Coca-Cola, all this stuff.
I think my dad used to work for IBM. That's interesting that you just said that.
Right. Carmen,
he was a programmer.
I've been going through this stuff for so long, back and forth, passing out flyers on the streets, going right. I mean, it's at the point now to where I'm just trying to all I'm trying to do is get people together to relax and have a good time and stuff. And I think, me and you are at two different positions within what's been happening to us. My experience of gang stalking has worked in one way, and I've been through so many different things, and I've challenged the criminal syndicates that do the stalking through the things I've come up through my creative things, and you've dealt with it in different ways. So there might be a misinterpretation. You might look, when I say go out into the woods, if you're interpreting that as me telling you to run in the woods and hide, I can see where you may be getting that from, but that's not what's going on here. I'm just getting people together to hang out and relax and have a good time. And there's no inherent goals. There's no hidden agenda, and there's no inherent goals about we're going to get together so we can accomplish this and do that. That's naturally going to happen anyway. That's naturally going to unfold by itself. I'm just bringing people together to hang out, but I'm not mad at you about anything. If you have a right to speak your mind, and you are a leader, and you don't have to apologize for saying what you were saying. That's how you felt at the time. So I'm not soft. I'm not weak. I can take whatever. So don't worry about that. You're here with us. You're going to be doing this with us. Whatever's going to come out of it is going to come out of it. And you're a leader. You're going to do it your way with us. If you don't want to go to the fucking woods, you don't have to go to the fucking woods. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's funny
but you should come to the woods.
It's just funny
right.
because, I can't help but to think in the back of my head, I mean, I've been a part of this so long, it goes, well, dang, have they gotten that good that they've had a good program, a good systematic program put together where it created countermeasures for this system. So then whenever they found someone this is how my brain is thinking, and I'm going to take you on a journey here. Someone who's telling the truth. So if you tell that truth, be that truth teller, and yet I only tell it at a low level. I tell people face to face too. I do it on social media. I constantly, I'm trying to push this. I know that they can't. I'm constantly trying to push this. And so then I think to myself, do they have countermeasures that are so great that they could put a video up and make you believe this and take you out to the woods and then not bring you back? So it's funny I say it like this because we were just talking about fear, and I was saying, don't let fear run you, but then I'm asking you don't have a goal? Because to me, I'm thinking, if he don't have a goal, I have something to fear. And ultimately, I'm not apologizing per se for being me. I think it's hilarious because, yes, I'll reiterate what you said a minute ago. It's proof that we're all damaged by the system.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to be considerate of other people's feelings. And at the same time, I'm still going to be very strong. Hey, have a beautiful day, okay? All right. I believe that you have to, remain strong and intact for yourself, because if you don't, then the enemy can get you at any which way. So you see, obviously, I'm thinking in 10 different areas. Oh my gosh, the enemy found a way to make me absolutely say, this is, I've been praying for this. I've been praying for like-minded people to come together, and then think, oh, they developed a way to make it happen, and I may not come out of the woods. It's a legitimate thought. And then for you to go, you know what, screw all of them. F you too that you didn't say that, but, you were feeling it. And like, hey, this is what I want. And I can't do nothing but appreciate and admire that. I adore the fact that you have passion. And you're a man. You find women who have these different emotional things going on, and they're in different areas. But I guess I just wanted to say, that heck, that's going to be the hardest part is everybody being on one page going, you know what, we're going to have to be able to let someone yell and scream, and we're also going to be able to, have to be considerate of other people all at the same time, but without feeling personally offended because,
that's
we're all
true because a lot of people will be. You're a gang stalker. You're stalking me like David Atkins when he was trying, like when people were trying to help out on YouTube. Like, yeah, if you've been through this, you always have to kind of like, question that. And it's sad, but it's true. You never know.
Yes, you don't know. You really don't. So
yeah.
Don't let me make you. All I was really saying was, still, I appreciate the way you came off. Like, hey, look, screw a plan, this and that. If I was to ever change anything about you, I'd say, hey, man, I've prayed enough, and I've seen God come out of, the middle of nowhere and spare me from bullets and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
me too, girl.
I definitely wouldn't be saying the GD word. And, that might be something I'll keep, I'd say, hey, man, but I wouldn't change anything about it. So I just wanted to let you know, too, I'm not soft either. I am a later. I didn't get here by being no soft, ignorant,
I don't think we'd still be here if we were soft, any of us.
So I have no problem with you coming. And so I didn't want you thinking, too, that I logged off the phone call thinking, oh, man, he just went off on me, because it wasn't nothing like that. I really had something to do.
Right, yeah. Rachel, are you there?
Yep, I'm back.
Aww.
Okay.
We're all back.
Cool. Yeah,
Yep.
And Carmen, Carmen was feeling, Carmen brought up some real good points. It's just like there's so much mistrust here. And now I'm not saying within our group right here between us, but I'm saying in general, it's just like there's
because
so much
of the gang stalking that we've experienced, we have trust issues, obviously.
They planted real estate in our mind.
Yeah.
These people have planted real estate in their mind, and they've done the devil's work. And the devil's work is the devil's work is
well, the devil is the best tricker and manipulator ever.
Right. They're working for their father, the devil. They're enemies of God. And so
tricker. I don't even think that's a real word.
Yeah,
the devil will fool you.
Right.
And come as everything you want and everything you need. So yeah, with that you always have to be on guard. And it is hard for TIs. Like all y'all TIs out there that have trust issues. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what happens, and that's why I'm so gung-ho on, like, trusting your gut, trusting your instinct. When somebody's fake.
Right.
When somebody has negative energy, you know what I'm saying? But you still question everyone, and you got to, I guess, really pray about it. And if you have that feeling like, something's not right, just trust your gut. But, yeah, it does. If you're a targeted individual, yeah, you have a hard time trusting people, no matter what, because we've been fooled. We've been betrayed by the people we love the most. The people that we would never think that would hurt us have hurt us. So, yeah, that's what happened.
Right. They've done a number. They put real estate inside people.
Yeah, I mean, that's trauma, hun. That's trap trauma.
And they planted a false sense of security we have a false sense of security with the police. We have a false sense of security with the establishment.
I don't trust the police. I don't know about y'all.
I don't either.
Right.
I don't have no false sense of security.
Right.
I will wave to them and be sweet, pour my heart out to them, tell them what I'm going through. But do I trust the police to help me? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Not
that there's probably not that there's not exceptions of
there's always exceptions.
there's exceptions to the rule, but never forget that the criminal syndicates are operating a full-fledged terrorist there's a terrorist operation on us, and it's real bad, and so we gotta.
Well, I'm definitely on the top of the terrorist list because I am a full Bible beaten. I never would have thought I'd ever say this in my life, but I'm a Bible thumper. I'm proud to say it, and I'll say it as loud as I can. Yes, and I love the Word of God, and I'm telling you, there's nothing in the world that would get me to refute it. You're going to have to cut my head off before I take an RFID chip because God already told me it was coming. And He showed me some things about this world too. Yes, and I'll tell you, I'll lose my life for it. But you know what? I also know that there is a promise in that seal, and there's 2 deaths we have to die. They can kill your mortal body, but they cannot steal your soul.
Amen.
And
you know what? We're all soul beings having a human experience. Our soul does not die. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
So, I find no sense of security in anything. I'm going to be quite frank with you. I've been under such spiritual warfare many, many times in myself that even when I am thinking this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and not that I do it much, but I've had it in the past where I went, wait a minute, I should not have done that. I was not listening properly. So I'll go back and question myself, make sure, because I don't have insurance in myself. When someone else can come into my home and leave marks on my body and I have no proof, when someone else can cut my brake lines, and when you can cut my brake lines and make me almost wreck and kill myself.
Yeah.
When you can break into my home multiple other times and leave all these little, like my windows slightly broken.
You'd be mad not to be that way, right? You'd be crazy not to be that way after what we've experienced.
I trust nobody. I go to myself. I say, wait a minute, is that you thinking that? Let me make sure that's me thinking that. I'll put my phone away so that I know that there's no micro. Man, I get the aluminum foil out and wrap the Wi-Fi router and make sure nobody else is planting thoughts in my head. I mean,
right. These are the real things that we have to worry about, as PIs, because with the voice-to-skull technology and how they can implant thoughts, like, this is for real, like, things that we think about in our brain.
Hey, you remember that? Okay, going back, who's seen that movie Casino?
Yeah, I have.
Remember that movie when Joe Pesci had to, change the car 50 fucking times and shit?
Yeah.
Just to get out to the desert? It's like, that's what it's like. This stuff's so crazy. It's like, you can't even do that. No matter how many cars you get into and where you go, you know what I mean?
You're tracked. They got you. And it's not funny, damn it. It really isn't funny. It's like, you know what? Get off my damn phone. Stop listening to me. Stop changing my messages. Stop making me feel like I'm crazy, you son of a bitch. It's annoying me,
Yeah. It does get to you, right? Like, how does it not get to you after a while? No matter how godly you are, how spiritual you are, after a while, you're going to be like, I'm going to fucking cut you, bitch. Like,
dude,
stop.
I'm talking to 2 people on the phone right now. Do you know how many times I've said this in the privacy of my home? Do you know I'm sick of you son of a bitches listening to me?
Right. It does. Like, that, I just think that's normal. Like, it wouldn't be normal if it didn't bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes
after a while.
My kids have said, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to myself. And they're like, you do that a lot now. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm thinking all the while to myself. I'm talking to the people in the walls. Talking to the people in the walls.
Right. That's what we need is some people to come in, like that Stephen Shelling guy and those people. That'd be cool to get them on here.
I had a revelation.
How long have you had your channel?
Huh?
How I just discovered you on YouTube. I'm wondering how long you've had your channel up.
Oh, this is a new channel. I started this in December of 2017, but
Okay.
I had an older channel that had like over 1 million views on it. It had over 1 million views on it and like thousands of subscribers, and most of it was conspiracy research. But then my first person in the world to ever beat gang stalking courses I had on there. I still got those. They're from 2016. I still got those on
I
one of my
haven't
computers.
seen those. So
Yeah.
we can go on your channel, Rare Art, and see them?
No, I haven't put them back on yet.
Okay, you should do that. So what happened to your channel?
I ended up taking it down.
Why?
There was a lot. It didn't have anything to do with gang stalking. There was just a lot of stuff on there that I didn't want on. You know, there was things that were going on in my personal life that was one of the reasons why I took it down. It didn't have much to do with gang stalking. It was more of like personal things going on. And then my mother was finding out about she didn't even know. My mother didn't really know I was on YouTube. And you know, at the time I was staying with her then, and she didn't want it on there anymore. My mother basically talked me into taking it down, but I wanted to take it down, and I took it down right when I got out of jail. I just decided to take it down. Yeah.
I got you. So that's understandable.
There were some things I couldn't shake. There were some situations that were like too big. It had nothing to do with gang stalking. I ended up going to jail for something I did not do. A part of that was connected.
I'm sure that was gang stalking because that's what they do. They falsely accuse you and lock you up. That's what they do.
A part of me taking my YouTube down was somewhat tied to that, but it was more tied to other things that had gone on during my past, my conspiracy research. And it was like the videos those videos were getting a lot of views, and I could not move forward in my life without taking those down because they were becoming so big that they were defining me. They were permanently defining me with everybody around me. And the situation.
What do you mean by that?
Because these videos, like the channel had 1 million. One of the channels had over 1 million views on it. Another channel had hundreds of thousands of views. Then another one had hundreds of thousands of views. And so the videos were going to permanently like write in stone. It would be harder for me to redefine myself with that going.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can
people
see where
are
you're
watching
going
videos.
from. Okay.
People were watching videos from me from 3 years ago, and they were getting the image in their mind of me, and me then and me now is two different people.
Okay, yeah, right, of course.
Yeah, right. Me 3 years ago and me now is two different fucking people.
Yeah, me too.
They were basing me off these. People didn't even understand what they were seeing. That's number one.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense.
They didn't understand they didn't understand what they were seeing. A lot of people watched me on YouTube. A lot of people watched me on YouTube, and they had no fucking clue in the world what they were seeing to begin with. You know, that's how. The public's stupid. They don't know much of anything anyway. And so.
Well, unfortunately, they've been brainwashed, sheeple.
Right. So I've had to read.
It's super sad, but yeah, sure.
Right. So I've had to, but I still got I got interviews with a whole bunch of. I still got I got some interviews. I still got a bunch of interviews I did back then now, but a lot of them I'm not going to put back online. There's some, not just the interviews, but there's some stuff I'm just not going to put back online. You just
know that you shouldn't. You feel like you shouldn't do it. Like you have a bad feeling about it.
All it would do is bring me back to things that have already happened.
Okay,
and,
I understand. You don't want to go through that again.
No, I'm past that point. I'm past that point. But for historical reference, I will be putting some stuff back pertaining just to my courses. Though there are videos where I only talked about gang stalking and courses to help people, and so I will be putting those will be coming into public view at some point just to show people.
I'd love to watch them, so
people can have a historical view of my work. So they know I was doing this in June of 2016.
Right. That's key and important, I think.
Right.
And unfortunately, in this age we live in, we gotta have that video footage, that evidence.
Yeah, well, for someone like me, I mean, I actually have tons of instances in my life, and then certain things that happened that I was actually going to be doing I said I just started my channel. I just put it up like a week ago. I decided, okay, I'm going to introduce myself. I have like a minute and 50-second introduction, which is really nothing. But
what's your channel called?
I haven't named it.
Well, let me know and I'll totally follow you.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll give you my email. I've got your phone number, so I'll give you my email, and then you can link to it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be one of your fans.
Awesome. I have a blog, too, that I started some time ago, and it covers a lot of things. You'll notice that back in 2010, I was really engrossed in mind control projects, and I really got off into my crux of things was I actually quit messing with that stuff after I found out about Sandy Hook and it being everybody was freaking hired for the case.
Were they all on psych meds too, do you know, for the Sandy Hook? Because that's one thing I'm on my own investigating, all the mass shootings and how they're under mind control and they're being used with the psych med like I was.
Sandy Hook it wasn't an incident. It didn't happen.
Okay.
Sandy Hook did not happen. What happened was...
So it was a false flag completely.
They staged it, yes. It was staged. Completely staged.
And usually false flags people do die. So this was a false flag and it